On this week's episode of the Cowboy for Game Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast, we talk about the TCG changes to products and no rush duels, as well as no sneak peeks and no rares.
More like a weight duel.
Haha. We also talk about the Plunder Patrol monsters, we give our actions to that. Also, we talk about more post-ban list stuff, and Yahoo-Gi-Oh! Makes a triumphant return. This is the Cowboy for Game Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast. I'm Bragg, I'm joined today by Jake.
Hello.
Lachlan. Tom.
Ni hao.
And Andrew.
Ni hao.
How's that week in Yu-Gi-Oh? I'll start with you, Tom.
Well, that makes no sense.
A bit shit, to be honest.
That's okay. Tell us your feelings.
I played Orcus without, all the scrap cards, it sucked.
Ni, how are you feeling?
Namaste the fuck out of my streets.
Ni, how did you go at locals today?
I want to get this question out of the way early. Will any of this be able to be streamed at any point?
I think so.
Maybe just put
I didn't edit last week's podcast and you all were saying it.
I don't remember saying anything of that type last week. I'm pretty sure I was just telling Lachlan no last week, wasn't it?
The fact that Lachlan's
That's every single week.
Yeah, the fact that Lachlan's a freaked out look when I say I don't edit a podcast.
I'm scared.
When you Pot of Avarice, he's now going to be banned.
He's drawn Pot of Avarice 6 hands in a row. This is bullshit.
In the opening hand. It does nothing in the opening hand.
Bro,
It's a bluff.
he's resolved it every time.
On the draw. Decisive double.
How's your week?
Monster
Lachlan?
Huh?
How's your week?
It was okay. I've slept a lot.
How about
I hit
you put
1.7 thousand views on the Tiniest Deck Profile. Go check that out at youtube.com/Cowboy for Game.
Look, I would recommend you check out the channel, but is there any point to check out that video now, really?
Yes, because 2 formats from now, when Election Light comes back, it'll be broken.
No.
Yes.
Just looking for your history. Just the history channel. That's where it's going now.
Look, all I'm saying is Election Light, Hot Cosmotan,
Stop.
Jake?
add Dark Lady.
My week in Yu-Gi-Oh! Tonight I decided to
Tonight I'll
have
be
pizza
eating.
and cake.
Yes, constructive. Nice ban list.
That wasn't-
that is Orcus.
That wasn't hit on the list. So.
Yeah, couldn't play hard, ate cake.
Pizza
He
semi
literally pulled a pie.
He literally changed to Medolce. Hey,
Oh,
in the Medolce
God.
mirror match, is that a bake-off? Oh.
No.
Get out.
Andrew.
It's time to stop. Well, if we're referring to the last 7 days, I have
That is a week, yes.
Yes, I have had a week. So I had Colossus banned on me, so that was a bit sad.
Heh.
And, still depressed. But that just means it's real Necroz hours. And we had Pot of Avarice come back, which I've just acquired from Mr. Braggles himself. Which is...
Braggles.
Which
Call
is
him Braggums.
Braggles.
I'm
Braggles.
calling you Braggums from now
As in,
on.
as in
No one said that, though.
That's
Okay.
not even the thing that you said 2 seconds ago.
And then the locals we just had, I went 3-1 with it, so I'm pretty happy with that. Trying a blind second build. I might try the first stun build as well. I don't know how I want to do it, but seems good. And I suppose the only plus side of Colossus getting banned is I don't have to verse other Colossus, which completely kills this deck because you need to search 10 times in a turn to do anything. So
No, I didn't think about that.
yeah, it was one of the main deterrents to running it before. You literally just lose to Colossus Pass. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you and Tom we didn't have on the ban list episode we did a few days ago.
True.
Tell him how it went.
My
Tell him how it went.
my predictions were so far off that it was unfair.
I was so far off that you came tied first.
Oh really?
However,
That's probably because I didn't list too many things. Is that right? Because I just didn't get a lot of negative
I think
points.
he got something right?
Well, I have it on my phone.
There might have been one of us that came tied first and retained their title without getting a single thing wrong.
Yeah, he's claiming it like a wrestling
Without a
victory.
single thing right. It is.
Since we didn't beat
The
him.
belt doesn't change to tie.
I will
does
say that the YouTuber known as Fafa, here is okay, he did a point system that I feel would be probably better for us to use in future.
Yeah?
Yeah, because his system was 2 for getting it exactly right,
Yep.
1 for getting it right, but it was in the
right
wrong
direction.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 for getting it wrong, but 0.25 points for every guess you make.
I got 0 things correct. If we're talking about
Yeah,
exact...
but you only got 5 wrong, right?
No, it should be 7 wrong, I think, yeah.
No, Engage you break even, Colossus you break even.
Oh, okay, so it's you don't
Because you had
lose...
them changing, but you didn't have the right change.
Oh, okay. Yep, then that's the thing then.
Andy putting Colossus at 1 was just him sort of pleading. He was like, please.
No, it was just like, that was the OCG
I'm
treatment,
making a
so...
colossal play.
That was OCG treatment,
It's
so
probably
it was...
what they
But
should
but
have done.
OCG had it before this, like, fucking... what's it called? The Nemesis thing was announced, I guess, whatever, so...
Yeah.
I guess that was the preamp for that.
But like, the ban list comes out before they do, so you
Yeah, I know.
could easily have banned it at that point.
I've had this
rather
internal
than
dilemma.
I've had these arguments. I don't need to hear it.
But,
So,
unfortunately, it doesn't change that
I
list.
am very happy with the ban list because my favorite deck just got better.
What
Mystic Mind.
To
it's
Ban
be fair,
natural.
all of my crappy decks just got locked
It's natural predator got killed.
There was so many, like, there's so many shitty deck groups on Facebook just saying, "Yo, boys, we're tier 1 now." And it's
Magical
like,
Muskets.
no,
Magical Muskets. They were like, are we tier 1 now? It's like, no. you are bad. You almost lost to it. A custom-made Evangelion deck. Thanks, Sebastian. I know you're listening to this.
He probably isn't.
I bet he is.
I hope so.
Jasper is.
Yo. Prank Kids also had that, and it's just like, no, the only time we've ever done good with Prank Kids was when Thunder was like tier 1.
Yeah.
And they are no longer tier 1. So therefore,
I mean,
it's bad.
yeah, that match was a bit interesting because it was like you would just beat the Thunder Engine, but like also that deck dies to 1 call by the grave. Like,
Yeah.
that was the thing.
Otherwise, so you're still running Orcus, Tom, as well on the side, or are you just going to ditch it completely?
I'm still playing it, but if
It's
I ever
bad.
if I ever get my hand on my own extravagances, I will just be playing Mystic Mind.
You can afford them.
Yeah, I just don't want to buy them because they've gone up in price.
Surely they're reprinting.
They're going to get
that-
reprints in.
Surely they're reprinting that Duelist.
Dual Overload or whatever?
Overload.
But in saying that, we said the same thing about Desires when they first got printed, and it was like a year and a half before we got another copy.
It's been like a year, hasn't it?
No,
No?
it's been about 8 months.
Yeah, that's close enough for a year.
I hate them. I mean, like, well, it's like the.
When the set releases, it'll be a year pretty much.
It's like the Cosmo Dark Destroyer, where like it skyrocketed after Pepe got limited, then they reprinted the bloody thing.
The bloody thing.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure we're going pretty good for not swearing. So I was like, as I was saying, I'm going to be the one to ruin it, so I'm going to say bloody.
I'm not even sure he said a word.
Bloody.
I said it in an accent.
Was that accent someone drowning?
Yeah, that's what people from Northern England sound like. So yeah,
Thank you,
Shout out
Northern
to all of
England.
you in Northern England.
I've looked at our geographical analytics. We have no one from Northern England. It's okay.
How do you remember that off the top of your head?
I look at the statistics every single day. What else I look at every single day are comments. We had a bunch of comments on the last podcast, and I'm going to read them out.
Yeah.
So we can answer them because we didn't answer any of them. So we can answer them now. Pat says this is going to be a weird format. Yes, it will.
Not technically a question, but
Yeah.
thank you.
It's a good point. It's going to be weird surely for 2 weeks. I'm sure it's going to settle down.
Once someone breaks whatever deck it is, whether it be Orcus
Ignitus
just
or
finding
Plunder.
a new combo,
Spiral.
whether it be one of the new ones, whether Spiral becomes good again, which God I don't want it to be. As long as it's not like one of those floodgatey, like stunny type decks like Altergeist and Subterra, I'm okay with whatever becomes top.
Mystic
As long as
Mind.
it's not Orcust, I'm fine with it.
I mean, it'll probably be Necros because, you know.
Oh my
It's definitely not going to be
It's best
Necros. It's not even the best water deck. We did this test.
The Dynamo Destroyer shit ain't anymore.
Yeah, fight.
Yeah, we did.
Let's
I
make
won.
out.
Pretty sure round 1 of our local feature match was.
Trent Summers left 2 comments.
Thanks, Trent.
I'll read it out in order of the way he posted them. He said, I'm incredibly happy with this ban list. That being said, I have a very loose grasp on the meta.
Who's better go somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
Very loose vagina. I do have a Sky Striker deck, and me and my friends always talked about how Engage was just a better pot of greed. I'm sad to not get my Widow Anchors back with Engage being banned, though. I think that's an interesting point.
Yeah.
Them not getting anything back besides Kagari, which doesn't really help.
Yeah.
Recurring the one-ofs that you have is pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can't get to the
I've
one-off.
striker on,
Yeah, you can.
on ladder,
For
so I'm like
goods.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro several times so far, and it is the slowest deck of all time.
You
now.
literally
Full
cannot.
goods. Kagari is
It's
now
Hayate, poke, send it, add back the one anchor.
That's the thing. That's what I mean, like with the someone finding the way to break Orcust. I've versed Orcust several times online post ban list, and it's painfully slow. The fact that they have to go Dingery Zoo before they go IP rather than the other way around that they used to do before hurts them so much.
Yeah.
Full spectral
There you go.
goods
Full
is
spectral goods.
engaged.
Buy them out. That's the new engage.
You send whatever you want. Transformersn left a second message saying, kind of surprised at the Pankratops hit. Wait, no, at the Pankratops. Over evenly matched as well. But I'm a pleb, only been in the game for maybe 6 months at this point.
Look, you got a pretty good grasp on it for 6 months, innit?
Yeah, I don't disagree with that comment at
No.
all. Actually, Evenly is so much better than Pankratops. So
You're 100% right, Trent Summers.
I suppose the balance is though evenly you give up your battle phase, whereas Pank you don't.
yeah, true.
You do it at the end of their battle phase.
I just think like Pank was just making
Yeah, but it's
so,
hit one over hit all but one.
like Pank was making so little impact. I feel like it was an unwarranted. But then again, same can be said for Thunder right now. To be honest, let's be real. Like,
I think it was just redressing the balance with going second because like Red Reboot and Mind Control and Pankratops all got hit, and all of them are fantastic going second cards, as well as all the other good going second
Yeah,
cards.
Nibiru,
Super Poly,
Dark
evenly
Ruler.
matched, Nibiru. Like going second is arguably before the ban list was arguably more powerful than going first.
Oh, they all get Lightning Storm now anyway.
Yay!
Blue Eyes White Boy
Oh, I haven't heard that name in a while.
said, well said. And I agree. I am well spoken. Very. I'm just intimidating.
We all live in a yellow summer.
Oh no. Oh, stop.
Choo choo.
why does the submarine have a train port?
I can hold this bubble by waters.
It's like a Murloc train.
I mean, submarines already have noises that they make.
So,
This is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever said.
thank you very much for the comments. Please
I mean,
leave.
no swearing.
Please leave more comments. I very much appreciate them.
Yeah, we'll read them out every single week.
Yeah.
Something actually we would like to hear everyone's feedback on, and something I want to talk to you guys about. Some major changes for the TCG stuff coming up. So this prismatic secret rare that we've been calling up until now has been given a proper name.
Yes, prismatic secret rare.
I have forgotten it. Starlight rare.
Starlight.
It's so gay. I mean,
Starlight.
not gay.
I
That's
forget
not.
the
You're having
words
a
to the
shocker.
lyrics to
You
that
do this
early
all the time.
2000s song.
No swearing.
What you need.
Silly sausage.
So yeah,
That was
Yeah, it's probably the worst.
synchronized umming.
It's probably the worst
name.
name they've done so far.
I don't mind it that much.
It's not the cringiest thing. They could have done more cringe than that.
I wish they had called it radical.
Radical
I pulled a
rare.
radical
Yeah.
rare.
I forget
Bro,
what
that sounds like something Digimon would do.
their card. They're apparently trying to revamp.
I was going to say they're getting a TCG here, so
Wait, really?
yeah.
See yous. Goodbye. I'll see you on Mega Guru Ramon for
I feel like you'll just play a deck that plays Submarimon because it's the closest you can get to Dynamist in Digimon.
No, I like the cactus.
So
The
before we
cactus
get,
is shit.
Fuck off.
so before we get to the rest of the rarities.
Oh,
Nice.
yes. There is more news.
So the Starlight rares of this set is
You're making gravity.
Sky
your bitch.
Striker Ace.
S.
Rose
Ass.
Rose. Yeah, not like
Yeah,
so obviously
in German
the-
it's just
jealous.
ass.
Yeah.
It's like him
Himmels
and
Brandes
Jäger as Rose.
Then Blitzstrom.
Bro, that's so
Blitzstorm.
cool.
Yeah.
Blitzstorm? Oh my god.
It's Blitzsturm.
The Time Thief.
Who cares?
Time Thief
New
chick,
exit.
and I do not. The link's going to be the.
It's the Earth.
Wind Earth.
Yeah, the wind one was in the last set. I don't know what it's called. I think it's like Gaia or
It's
something.
called Wind Charmer.
Look, I could only see the 1850 on this, and I couldn't see the attribute.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
Charmer.
took a punt.
Yeah, so
wrong.
now, for whatever reason, they've done the fire one in Starlight, this earth one, but then they didn't do the wind. That annoys me.
Yeah, they probably should have. Oh my god, and they're all waifus. Jesus.
Oh,
They
there
went
we
to,
go.
but they
Yeah,
couldn't
the-
find
yeah,
him.
the picture there.
He was in the wind.
They're charmers. They've always been.
No, as in the Starlight Rares. Three of them.
Oh, they're all women. Yeah,
Yeah.
except for the Blitzdorm.
Except the
Except if you piss off
large
a woman,
crack of lightning.
if you piss off a woman, you will get a Blitzdorm.
So
Fuck it
there's a lot more prismatic secret rares coming in Master of 5.
Can we just appreciate that after getting 4 ultis in OTSs in a row, Skystriker now have claimed also one of the fucking like,
Prismatics?
Starlight rares? Yeah.
In fairness, it wasn't Engage,
Yeah, true.
which we were so suspecting that it'd be in the last OTS that went by, just to give them one more.
I really wish it had a Ulti Engage would have been absolutely sexy.
They'll still do it. It's already gone to the printer.
Don't the OTS packs.
Bless you.
Thank you. Ulti would always
Bless you.
have.
I unbless you.
Oh no, I didn't think about that. There's still Sky Striker cards they could do in Ulti. God.
Ulti
Ass.
Ray, here we go.
Then also, we referenced this on the last pod, the banlist one, that there will be no more rares.
Ever?
Ever.
Apparently,
In the main set,
So
anyway.
this
Kind
is
of Terran has become a rarity.
so this is an interview that someone did with a Konami Germany, and your organization featured it. I'm not sure where they got it from because I did see a few outlets post it like exactly the same copy paste.
Maybe
Is
it's
there a
what
Konami
the
Australia?
I'm kind of like super fun
it'd
with that, to
be
be honest.
Oceania or whatever they call
Are we
it.
on
So-
the Konami Europe?
I'm
Yeah,
not
we
sure.
are.
Are we?
I thought we were
Okay.
on a Konami.
But no, we had
South
already
America, like
we had already
specifically
seen
Chile.
we had already seen the next set Eternity Codes thing, and they didn't have rares. So this is them officially announcing that there will be no more rares.
Is it just because it's too expensive to print?
No, they're just trying to make them more rare.
And then what they're doing is they're going to double the amount of super rares. I'm pretty sure. So I'll just jump ahead to the other
I'm
one.
pretty sure it's double supers.
Double supers,
And we get
4 times secret.
2 more secrets.
2 more secrets, yeah, and still 14 ultra rares. I'm pretty sure it used to be 10 as well, yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So yeah, so
And now the packs are going to be 8 commons, 1 shiny
Yep.
of some sort.
yeah, and then that means the foils are rarer. And apparently they're not going to do any more short print secrets. Everything's going to go down the same rarity. But since they're introducing new rarities, super rares are going to be the most expensive they've ever been. They're like a 1 in 24 chance, and
Wait,
even
what?
more. Well, there's 24 supers.
Oh, so it's like one a box.
Yeah, 24 super. Well, less than 1 a box because you'd have the 10, like the 3 ultras a box, 4 ultras a box.
I think it's
6.
4 ultras.
Yeah, 4 ultras in a box and 2 secrets. So then the rest are supers.
That's if those ratios are still guaranteed.
Yeah, maybe like
They may change it to like 1 secret.
Bro,
3
imagine if they
ultras.
just go back to, like, you could just pull commons from a pack.
No,
Like,
they've confirmed you'll get 1 shiny card every pack.
that's dumb.
and rares.
You were just about to harp on the fact that like they'll just give you 9 commons being dumb.
No.
Yes.
No, they already give you like a guaranteed holo per pack. Anyway, they just take another rare as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Save
So
money.
we're just, we're just losing a rare.
8 and 1 rather than
Saving money on printing.
7 1 and 1, right? Like
Yep.
that's
I didn't mind uncommon, like because it's basically an uncommon in like every other game. I didn't mind it, but yeah, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be a hill I'm gonna die on. Actually, another hill I won't die on is the Ignition Assault will be the last sneak peek as we know it.
Yeah, they will be replaced by a different event where
They
they'll
have
actually
not
chop it
announced
up and you'll only get 1 sneak peek per state.
I was never too worried about it.
With similar price packaging.
I was
One mat for whoever comes first and 1 lucky door
I've
prize.
never been super sold on sneak peeks, honestly. They're like more expensive than buying the pack separately, and
Yes, but you get them early.
I
found the
don't-
prize packs.
I
found the price
don't.
terrible.
I didn't mind them before Link format was announced because they didn't then have to reprint supports for old decks, which made the more recent ones terrible because you pulled all these cards that you couldn't actually use.
Yeah, you're just getting like 1 random link monster that
Yeah.
requires a material.
You've got
that's not
3
even set.
Madolce, whatever it's called, but you have no other Madolce. Have fun.
Yeah, with obviously the seal, like the
It's like making a cake without egg.
Sure.
Hey, jeez.
Using
They're the
protein.
Yarama
Oh.
So
the-
Snickers.
So the sealed obviously had like left a
Milky
bit to
Way.
be desired. Magic and Pokemon definitely do it better. Just yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh packs are meant to be sealed and drafted. So what they're going to do is apparently the promo card. They say promo cards, so that means there'll be multiple promo cards. So you probably get you turn up to the pre-release and try and get a higher rarity version of a shitty common in the set, and then you can apparently buy one box of the set at pre-release, and then you go and do open dueling, which is some people do open dueling sneak peeks. I've never seen it where
you just whack cards that you pulled into your existing
normal deck, and then you can either play a tournament, you can just do casual duels, whatever you want.
Sounds like it sucks.
It just sounds like it's like literally a pre-release in that you just get to buy the cards 5 days before they're released.
I liked pre-releases though, because it's the only time you get to do an event like a sealed format. Like, it's the only sealed format that
I enjoy them as well.
I'm honestly, I'm more than happy for them to go, to be honest. I think that, like, having pre-release prices for cards is fucking cancerous.
The price thing is neither here nor there for me. Like, obviously, it comes down to individual thing. But if you take the price equation out of it, I actually like the drafting component of it. I liked that, like, every couple of month format that we did. It was something different, and
I guess so. See, I won a few of them, and I still didn't enjoy it that much. I just felt like they're just like super sacky.
It is a little bit like that, and
sacky.
it became worse when all the packs, like, you got like 9 out of 10 of it was cards you couldn't use.
What were you gonna say, Tom?
Yeah, I just hate it. Like, every other card game does it better.
Yeah, that's the thing. The way we were doing it, like
with Pokemon, right? You get a sealed pack of like already existing playable cards, right?
Yep.
And Magic sets are built to be drafted on.
Yeah.
So it's just like if you're gonna do like a sealed only Yu-Gi-Oh set, not set like pre-release, you either have to give people a way of playing their decks that they get, whether it be supplementing it with other cards, right?
Yeah.
Or actual make sets that can be drafted.
Or just make like little like shitty tokens that you can only use in like a sealed event, and like just be like, these can't be used in a main duel, but here's Pot of Extravagance, here's Pot of Desires and shit.
That, or they just say like open, but like you have to maybe have like
X amount of cards.
Yeah, like, or 30% of your deck has to be like from the new set or something like that.
Maybe Rush Duels will just
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Russian to not make it.
I do definitely think as well that like you could just do like whatever archetypes are debuting in the set. Like, so like even so Zodiac, where you had two sets worth of stuff, maybe 3, and you just have rubbish Zodiac cards. So what's one of the other crappy commons that wasn't
the Bunny Blast.
Yeah, so you're guaranteed to have 3 Bunny Blasts, 3 whatever in one, and then like in True you'd have 3 True King stuff as well. And so you have like the new archetypes in a base form, and then you can add whatever you pulled to it.
So the decks are actually playable.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how they work over there, but every so often on, I think it's YG Organization, I see that the OCG do rental decks. So I don't know whether they should do a system like that, where like you go in and like of the 3 archetypes that they're announcing in the set, you can pick, or you get randomly assigned one of those archetypes to play.
That'd be really cool. Yes, quite. As Lachlan referenced before, Rush Duels.
More like weight duels.
Yeah, Rush Duels will not be introduced in the TCGs. That's very hard language. For
where I read it, it said it would not yet be introduced to the TCG.
Maybe it's a mistranslation.
I bloody hope so. For now, they remain exclusive to Japan. Oh, they were cool. Rush Duels are presently considered OCG equivalent of Speed Duels, which is kind of
a Speed Duel's only a TCG thing.
Yeah. They
That's why they failed.
They did a format over there with like skill cards and stuff where you could just bring. There was like a set pool of cards you could use and stuff. Like they kind of experimented with, but not with a product and labeling card Speed Duel only and stuff.
I'll tell you what, to some degree it succeeded in like what some people were saying was the marketing plan, because like Jasper and Kara and our locals are a great example of that. He said literally the same thing. He said they played the Speed Duels thing, then they became interested in the proper game.
Yeah.
Which is 100% where they're going with that.
Speed Duel was 100% unsupported and they needed a place to play.
Yeah, but like the end goal is to get people onto product that they sell and make real money on, type of thing, right?
Well, I mean,
that's what happened.
Considering that they're just printing cardboard and not really doing foils in every pack, like those Speed Duel sets are cheap as chips.
They suck.
And their ass.
No. Companies do equivalent things all the time.
You literally do not make money on buying Speed Duel sets.
Yeah.
But they make money on us playing Speed Duels. The Rush Duels seem to be a lot more casual friendly though, and like the bigger art, and I thought they would just go ditch Speed Duels. Let's just get in Rush Duels where it is very friendly to new players, and then the same thing.
Yeah.
I think the main positive that will come from rush duels as opposed to speed duels is that because it's from the anime, it sort of forces them to support it.
Yeah, like I don't see how if they start dubbing it, them ignoring it's crazy.
Because I was really keen to play it.
Speaking of which, that anime looks terrible. I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
yeah,
Like,
it's
Yeah.
Brains looked amazing, and like I didn't mind Brains. At least it had like that more maturity to it, I guess, a little bit. But like, yeah, this new one looks like terrible. It's like the remake of Zoids that they're bringing out at the moment. I saw it, and I'm like, this looks terrible. You've
Oh no, that
disgraced.
breaks my heart about Zoids.
You've disgraced your brethren.
it
You disgraced it.
and like the OCG released their Blue Eyes art for Rush Duels and it looks cool. So like, they're already going to have like the old cards that everyone knows. It's just also saying it's the equivalent of Speed Duels is kind of bullshit because as far as I can tell, Rush Duels don't have skill cards, and also Rush Duels you can summon as many times as you want to.
It's the equivalent,
And you
except
draw
for in
6
every
cards every
possible
turn.
way.
Yeah, like
The
they
card
have.
art is different, the mechanic is
The
different.
same but different.
Oh yes, but actually no.
Yes, but actually, no.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were thinking releasing that statement part, but we'll see how we go. I guess we're going to just play OCG Rush Duels for the time being, which is probably going to be cheaper.
Well, considering we need to print the cards out separately, I guess it will be. Because you'll just print them out on, like, literally a printout.
Oh, it's kind of.
Oh, we'll just
gonna buy
contact
the
that guy
OCG
Seb
cards.
used.
Oh,
and
yes.
make them for us. Do you reckon we can make
I was
custom
gonna buy
rush
it.
duels?
Yeah,
I was going to
same.
buy the OCG stuff and make
I was just going to get Ben
Who
Moore
was
to
it?
buy them
Who
for
was
me.
it? Someone walked up. It was. Oh, fucking hell. It might have been someone. We won't be named.
It could have been a person.
It's
might have
someone
been
we
a
won't
figment
name.
of my imagination.
But Seb was showing off his deck and he was sort of flexing with it a bit. Someone walked up and he was like, "Oh wow, Evangeline." And I was like,
It
Yes.
was Boris.
Damn, there goes the joke. Anyway, moving on to the Ignition Assault
wasn't Boris.
Special Edition. The imports are crap. Did we already talk about this? I could swear we did.
Yeah, we did.
yes. we talked about it last
I think we did, because 3 of them are Goki cards and then one of them's Unchained.
Yeah. Anyway, moving
Yeah.
on.
I will not have a word besmirched on my Unchained card, because it's actually really good.
Osmond, shut up.
On to Plunder Patrol.
Plunder. Yar.
Vikings.
I'm out to plunder.
Pirates.
They look more like Vikings.
You should
They have a
not
Viking
try
boat, for
accent.
God's sake.
Vikings were
To be
pirates.
fair, like, the boats look like Vikings, but
Yeah.
the monsters look like pirates.
Yeah.
It's like it's a mix. It's like Cosmo
Vikings
is.
not
It's like virates.
like Vikings could be pirates.
Or like
like
Yeah, yeah.
Vikings.
pirating is like a verb, not like in the sense of
Yeah, it's
a
like
class.
fruits and vegetables.
Stop it.
Vegetable is a pirate. Fruit is Viking.
Like to
You're
be a
a
pirate is to like raid via.
No,
the
he's
sea,
more a
right?
vegetable.
Like,
Am I a yummy vegetable?
No.
Ask me one. You know what fruit I taste like? Kumquat.
it's time to stop.
Alright, we'll go through the... we'll go through them. YB the Plunder Patrol is an ultra rare. Also, they gave these out to Yugi tubers. Cool.
Ours is probably still in the mail.
This is lost at Ozpost.
Bro, I think they've been sending us stuff all along. Australia Post, like the fucking monkeys that work at Australia Post, they pick it up, they're like, no food, throw in the bin.
Maybe these ones just got sent to your old address, and since you moved,
No, we're still waiting on
Andy.
cartridges from when they were exclusive.
Can you check?
What?
check mailbox.
Check
They might have sent
check
it to
our
me.
mailbox.
They might have
Check
sent
them
it to the old place.
What did they didn't send us?
Anyway, Whitebeard is a Water Fiend tuner effect monster. 1500 attack, 1000 defense. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can special summon one Plunder Patrol monster from your action deck with the same attribute as a monster your opponent controls or is in their graveyard.
I like it.
And if you do equip this card, you control to it.
It comes through on the mic. Stop.
If this card is sent from the hand or monster zone or to the graveyard, you can activate this effect, special summon one Plunder Patrol monster from your deck, except Whitebeard Plunder Patrol Helm. Yeah, you can not special summon. Yeah, and then a hard one, like you locked in a Plunder Patrol monsters for the rest of the turn.
My first thought with that being a tuner, is it has synergy with what's its
Hoppier
face?
Squadron.
No. It has synergy with
Focus.
the thing that is
Metathesaurus.
getting renamed in our thing to something stupid. What's it called? Needle
Seeker?
fiber.
Oh.
Hufflepuff.
Hacklefax.
Yeah,
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
yeah. That seems really fair. If this card's sent from the hand or monsters on the graveyard, you can activate this effect special summon one Plunder Patrol monster. It's a plus. It's just a plus.
Yep. It
Wow.
just says,
Actually,
do it.
yeah. That's
As
gonna
soon
be,
as a deck has a plus, you just win.
then Redbeard.
What about a minus?
It's a non-tuner, 1,000 attack, 1,000 defense, water monster still. During your opponent's turn, you can special summon one Plunder Patrol monster from your extra deck with the same attribute, same Plunder Patrol effect, seemingly. This card's sent from the hand or monster zone to the graveyard. You can target one Plunder Patrol monster you control, except itself. Equip this card to it. Well, that's kind of okay. Into the extra deck monsters that they can just be summoned for free. Synchro. Patrol ship brand. So the ships are the extra deck monsters.
Yeah.
Fire, Fiend, Synchro effect monster. So this obviously you can use against fire decks.
The ship is a fiend.
Like Black Ship of Corn.
Oh my god,
Which
I
you
haven't,
should
I haven't thought about that
learn.
card in ages.
What
You haven't thought about
Type
it since the last time I
would you
put a
expect
Black
a ship
Corn.
to be?
Boat.
I would say like
Actually, look, I would. I bet you most boat cards in this game are fiends because you had that Yomi
Black Ship
ship
of Corn
too.
is definitely Fiend.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Actually, Black Ship of Corn might be Warrior.
all our fiend monsters you control gain 500 attack.
Planned?
It's made of corn.
Oh, it's made of... It's made of corn. I've never put that
To
together. I was
be
like,
fair, like,
I was like,
this boat,
I
plane
was
is
like-
probably the closest thing it should be, right? It's
I
like
was-
made of wood, which is.
Is there some
trees, which are
pirate called
plants.
corn?
Should it not be a sea serpent?
No, it's non-animate.
it's not a Fiend.
It's made from plant.
Well, yeah, it should be planned.
You can discard
Like
one
Trent.
Plunder Patrol monster card you control. Sorry, oh, jeez, this is so good. Then target one spell trap your opponent controls, banish it. That's not a quick effect.
It is when it is
Hey,
something.
here we go. Yeah,
It's made of corn.
banish it. And then you can add one Plunder Patrol monster from your deck to your hand. This is a quick effect if this card is equipped with a Plunder Patrol monster. It's so free.
Oh, Plunder Babble.
It is, however, it can be ashed.
Discard is costly.
But if they've used Ash, you can then summon that out because it'll be in the graveyard.
I mean, sure.
No, I just
But
realised.
you
Yeah,
can only do it on your opponent's turn.
yeah, but if they ashed you in the previous turn, then that means you can. This ship's
I-
live. You don't need to fuck around with the trap.
Real quick, who the fuck makes Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Like, I just want to see
Konami.
the process.
Konami.
They've literally just taken, like, a ship and they're like, I'm kind of hungry, you know?
Alright.
Marge, the rains are coming.
I was gonna say,
Ship
what
on the-
hillbilly
ship on the
farmer
top.
do you think works at Konami that, like, the first food they think of when they're hungry, I want some corn.
Some corn.
Corn on the cob.
You say
Alright.
ship on the
I'm
car.
taking it straight out of the can.
The XE one, which is a secret rare as well. The other one was a secret rare if I didn't say it. It's also a dark. It's a dark monster. So it's
Which
anti
one's
skull
this? The
monster.
link or?
The good
XE.
ship. No,
Oh, the
Moek.
Xyz dark.
Moek,
That's
yeah.
random.
Hey, I like the other shit. You can discard one Plunder Patrol card, then target one effect monster your opponent controls, banish it. Then you can add one Plunder Patrol spell or trap from your deck to your hand. This is a quick effect. It's equipped with a Patrol monster. You're going to use the effect once per turn. If a Plunder card, there's just so many effects. If a Plunder
Welcome to modern Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, if there's a
It's
Plunder,
literally Dingyusu for Plunder cards, right
Yeah, there you go.
If Plunder stuff will be popped, you detach instead.
then Blackbeard, the Plunder Patrol captain.
What do you say?
What's the material for this? I never looked this up.
It is 2 monsters, including a Plunder Patrol.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could actually overlay, like, a Plunder Patrol monster
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a Terran.
For the link,
Ugh.
it's
Yeah.
a link.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I said.
You said overlay.
Into the graveyard.
Okay.
Overlay on top of the other cards in the graveyard.
Of which the Terran goes to the face-up extra deck.
No, it's under graveyard.
Quick effect, you can target one effect monster your opponent you control. Special summon one Plunder monster from your extra deck with the same attribute as the monster your opponent controls or is in their graveyard. And if you do equip that target to it, then draw one card. You're going to use this effect of Blackbeard once per turn.
Another effect that can also be ashed.
Yeah,
Every effect of these to do something can be ashed because they're too good.
but it's
Yeah, but it's
some-
like, what? Would it, they're just going to stop it because they have an unsearchable 3-of? Ooh.
It's like
I mean, welcome
It's
to
like
salad.
open it.
they added a bit of balance to it.
If as soon as we get that's maybe why Tour Guide came back to 3. So next set we'll get a 3-star one.
Mayhaps.
Wait, one of them's already a 3.
I am
both 4.
buying.
Didn't
Tour
you say
guide right
the
now.
first one was a level 3?
So I thought I said 4. If it's 3, we're in business. Now it's level 4.
Nah, but like honestly, with Tour Guide, you just go Tour Guide summon. I think it's Rubik, which is the tuner. Like make needle fiber and then just summon it out from deck.
Can't synchro with Tour Guide.
You don't synchro.
No.
I
The
said
other
you-
card can't be
You
used.
summon,
Did you
you
say
summon
synchro?
Rubik. Yeah, no, I said you summon the tuner that you just go straight into needle
And
fiber.
then go to. Oh, I thought you said then synchro. I'm like,
That-
alright.
Tour Guide can be used as synchro material. It's the card it summons out that cannot be used.
Oh.
What you say?
I thought they both could.
Summon a level 3 fiend
Hacklefax,
monster
is
from
it
your
level
hand
3 or
deck.
lower or level 4 or lower? I thought it was level 3.
Yeah, well, Tour Guide has to summon all 3 levels anyway, doesn't it?
No,
I
but
like the
Hacklefax,
needle
I'm pretty
fiber.
sure is a level 3 or lower tuner.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, level 3 or lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we still need a level 3.
I mean, you're still probably open with that anyway and go to something else and then just summon stuff and go from there.
And in classic Konami fashion, as a rare, they got a field spell. All Plunder Patrol monsters gain 500 attack for each Plunder Patrol spell trap in your spell trap zone. Well, that's pretty dumb. You're going to use the following effects once per turn. You can
Oh,
discard
because
one.
it counts the monsters it equips as spell and traps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as cards in your spell and trap zone. Yeah, because they still wouldn't be a spell. Yeah, anyway, you can discard one card, add one Plunder Patrol card from your deck to your hand, except Plunder Patrol Shipyard.
Yeah, right.
Can you believe Needle Fiber's been out in the OCG for like 2.5 years?
And this card's in your graveyard. You can target one Plunder Patrol monster in your spell and trap zone, set this card, and if you do, return that card to your hand.
That's super good.
That's so good. Actually, this and the Ignista field spell have actually very good recursion, same as Orcus Babel, which is very good.
Yeah.
Because it means the limiting of terraforming is much less impactful.
God, Babel's so silly. You can declare one attribute, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Ah, this is a trap card, by the way. It's also a rare.
This
It's
is
continuous trap.
Booty.
DNA surgery, yeah.
It's a rare.
Djibouti. It's a rare.
I
For the
thought we
last
got rid of
time.
rares.
This is the last set to have res.
That card becomes this attribute to the end of the turn. Now, that could be pretty cute for weird disruption if a Link monster...
It'd be great against Salad.
The fucking gorilla upstairs. Is
Target
playing
Balinks, make it
full-
like a water.
Yeah. Then you can take one Plunder Patrol monster from your graveyard and either shuffle into the deck or special summon it. My God, but you're going to use this effect to Plunder Patrol once per turn. It's just... And during the end phase, if you control no Plunder Patrol monsters, send this card to the graveyard. Okay, so at least there's a... Kind
It's
of...
got an out like Mystic Mind, essentially.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, if they didn't have that, like... I'm not saying it's OP.
It's just good.
Yeah, like...
It's definitely P though.
Yeah, it's like there's just they do a lot of effects and a lot of stuff that aren't just that aren't totally
But they have
redundant.
stuff from earlier which just said, like, there's a decent amount of stuff which, like, locks them into Plunder Patrols.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, cool, there's the balance. Yeah, it's not like you're just locked into one attribute which
They're
has all
absolutely
the
going to get
best
a level
stuff.
3, and absolutely that's why Tour Guide's going to go to 3 on the next list.
Yeah,
Unless it starts topping, which it will immediately.
it'll be like early Cosmo and early BA where there's a couple of tops, there's a couple of brave and awesomely beautiful players playing them early.
Yeah. Tour Guide to 2, but Sekka's Light to 1 is an interesting...
And still
turn
not
up
top
here.
Actually, no, I topped that LLDS. Moving on.
Right.
Oh yeah, Plunder Patrols. We like them. Who's playing them?
They seem interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'll play them straight out the gate because I
I don't
have
know if
other
I am, though.
shenanigans.
It's a welcome addition to the meta.
I prefer to call them pussy plunders.
Oh god, I would try and pick them up when the prices aren't high because
Yeah.
obviously
They are
cut-
so expensive right now.
yeah.
Every single one of them is like $50.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Like, I'll be very interested to see how this ends up in 2 to 3 sets time when they've gotten more waves of support and stuff like that.
Time thieves.
Yeah,
This is so sad. They will get that. They're confirmed to get support in the next set.
Yeah.
In Eternity Code. So at least there's 2 sets worth whether or not it's good or not. Anyway, moving on to one more TCG exclusive card. The only one.
The Dynamis Link. Yeah, woo.
Yeah, I don't
no
actually-
one ever.
I don't care enough about this. It's featured in Winds of Mischief. I won't even read this effect. But if you care enough to look it up, this card would have been really cool a few years ago. So during your it's just a normal monster, 1700 attack. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target one face-up monster on the field, change its battle position, then return this card to the hand.
So it's kind of like a worse Luna.
Yeah, that's
Why?
It sucks. Yeah, like in a slower game, that would have been so bloody troll.
That would have been like kind of like I don't know. I suppose there was some synergy with that, like Valley of the Lost Window, whatever the fuck it was, and stuff like that.
Let's go. Defense.
They're just printing cards because they're like, we don't have enough to put in the packs.
Yeah, I don't know why they would print it now. The artwork kind of looks cool. It's like a weird little fairy cat.
Woo.
Because there isn't enough of those in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sneak peek is this
Someone's got a hole
weekend.
in it yet?
You're skipping sneak peek, are you? Because apparently you hate them.
No, well, that I'm working.
Hey,
And he
give
hates
them
them.
Sunday rates. Woo, woo,
I don't
woo.
hate them. They're just not that good. I'd rather just go to a normal tournament.
Because also there's a regionals on as well in Canberra.
I want to go.
Then go.
Yeah,
I
also
wanna go
working.
on my
Also
own.
working that, but I mean, like, it's a decent track for
It's
when you
it's
want to
like
get
an hour
your
short of
invite and
Newcastle.
you want to go that far. I'm like,
And traffic's probably going to be
That's the thing. Like I was thinking about it a little while back because, like, with the new ban list coming around, I was like, oh yeah, I could go down there with some stupid deck and probably top because everything else is weak as shit. And I was like, I already have my invite. It's sneak peek. It's Australia Day.
it's Canberra.
Yeah, there's that too. And I was just
Australia
like,
Day on
nah.
Australia Day in Canberra will be a bit annoying as well. I assume there'll be a bunch of traffic going in and out.
Yeah,
Probably some protests.
Probably.
yeah, there's
It is
that
Canberra.
too.
It is Canberra.
It'll be
Yeah.
me protesting after I lose. Darn, I missed Link.
Uh,
Darn, I missed Link.
For Yahoo Gear, where I've
You all
come through
stink,
Yahoo
you
Answers
love
for
the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
dinosaur.
related questions. The gentleman asks, what are Yu-Gi-Oh! cards? I see a lot of people with Yu-Gi-Oh! cards. Is there a difference between Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! cards? What about NBA cards? Is there a difference? Shocked face.
No.
When you said the gentleman, did you mean the blind gentleman? Actually, no, because he said he saw them.
But did he?
I summoned
Jordan's
Michael
probably
Jordan in
worth
attack
I
mode.
was gonna say
Yeah, I mean, there was
I
like
defend
there was like
LeBron James attack.
there was
With no
UX,
monsters left on the field, I summon Shaq, and I Shaq attack the game.
but he falls. But he falls.
And I
over.
summon Yao Ming to block.
Leave a comment. Leave an email.
Or just,
an
or
Send a
just,
tweet.
or just leave us.
Actually, we don't have a Twitter, I don't think. And we're never going to have one.
We have a Twitter.
Do we?
Yeah,
I hate Twitter so much.
I don't have a password though.
Twitter is
Yeah, tweet us and we'll just search our username
We'll
and
search our
reply
handle.
with our personal accounts. We won't do that.
social media is great.
No.
Bye.
Shine